From time to time, I sit in my apartment longing for a new Batman movie. Not necessarily a live-action film or a TV series, but an animated one. I don't want Justice League movies, I just want Batman. And one movie wouldn't be enough. I watched Year One, Long Halloween, Dark Knight Returns, Mask of the Phantasm, and then I rewatch it all after some time. I'm basically like a greedy kid who got enough but still asks for more.
I want more.
I still enjoy watching Batman the Animated Series, and there's nothing I would complain about that show. However, I would like something new that still carries the same simplicity. The animated series was 30-minute long episodes that were simple and enjoyable, but still could bring such a deep message. Seeing Harvey Dent becoming Two-Face, Robin's reckoning, and Penguin having his heart broken by a woman he thought was interested in him. We would see Batman showing compassion to criminals and see them trying to better themselves.
I know what it's like to try and rebuild a life. I had a bad day too, once.
Nice guys like you shouldn't have bad days.
Damn, it's such a good show. As I rewatched the animated adaptation of the graphic novel Batman the Long Halloween, it just hit me. I want a show with this art style, with this animation. It doesn't have to be generous with its animation and movements, as long as it conveys its message. The graphic novel is one of my favorites, and the filmmakers did their best with adapting it into 2 animated films. Sure, they made changes that one might not appreciate, but I think the result would be different if they did it in 6 parts. The graphic novel was spread over 13 parts, and putting all of it into 2 animated movies is difficult. With the changes made in The Long Halloween Part 1 and Part 2, you can't follow it up with an animated adaptation of Batman Dark Victory that takes place right after Long Halloween. But we'll get more into that story later. I would love a series with 30 episodes showing a younger Batman in his early years. Batman has to learn to control his anger, use his detective skills, or simply balance his life as a crime fighter with his other life, which involves Selina Kyle. And I'm not even asking for tons of action in each episode, where a villain emerges and there's a climax in every episode where Batman wins. It could be as simple as seeing him being a detective, struggling with his persona as Bruce Wayne. What's notable with Robert Pattinson's Batman was that we saw a young Bruce who kept himself hidden from society. Hopefully we will explore more of that in the sequel, but I would love to see it being explored in the animated show. The Long Halloween and Dark Victory did explore Bruce's thoughts about a normal life. How being deprived of sleep and constantly chasing criminals keeps him away from a functional relationship with Selina.
It was fun to try, but I don't think we're ever going to be able to put it all together.
We also saw Gordon struggling with being there for his wife and children while chasing a serial killer along with Batman. So many characters, each with their own struggles depicted in one series. The animated movies aren't bad, I just don't think some of them are doing justice to their comics. Hush is enjoyable to watch, but it's nothing compared to the comic. 6 or 7 episodes based on the Hush comic would maybe be enough to tell a deeply compelling story that contains so much. So imagine the first season taking place after Year One. Batman has encountered some villains already and is facing new ones. Bruce Wayne is chased by Selina Kyle and Batman chases Catwoman, while nobody knows each other's identity. We follow Carmine Falcone and his family and their underground war with the Maronis. The new DA, Harvey Dent, moves to Gotham with his wife Gilda and builds a friendship with Bruce similar to what we saw in the animated series. We dive deep into some stories from the Haunted Knight comic where Batman has to fight Scarecrow. Gordon's daughter Barbara is kidnapped by the Mad Hatter, and in one episode called Ghost, Batman is haunted by the ghost of his father, Poison Ivy, and the Joker, a Batman version of Christmas Carol with a message from the spirits that Bruce can't let Batman take over his life. Half into the first season, we are now reaching Halloween, when a serial killer named Holiday commits murders on holidays each month. Harvey Dent, Gordon, and Batman are now working together for the first time to take down the mob. We have gotten so close to each character by this time that the stakes are now higher. We have seen the ruthless side of Carmine Falcone, but also the personal struggles he deals with during the holiday killings. Out of pure desperation, He takes help from psychopaths to catch Holiday. We have already seen how dangerous Scarecrow, Mad Hatter, the Joker and Poison Ivy are before, and we might now have a deeper connection to the whole case rather than just seeing villains gathering together because we already know them from our childhood. With the whole premise of Batman finding a way to live a normal life like Bruce Wayne, we get to follow his journey throughout the whole season when it gets harder when Holiday is on the loose and his friend Harvey Dent is a suspect. Minor characters like Harvey's wife Gilda, Carmine's son Alberto and his daughter Sophia aren't just character revealed to us during the long Halloween. Instead, we have known them since the beginning of the season. We understand more the struggles of Harvey and Gilda's marriage when Harvey is always on duty. Same for Gordon and his family. So 20 episodes would be perfect for a first season. Deep down we all kind of understand who Batman is and what his struggles are without having to explore every little detail. But I think the comics usually give a deeper sense of what the characters feel about a sad and corrupt city like Gotham.
This city is fallen, Alfred.
We already know Bruce Wayne is a mask and Batman is who he really is, but seeing him figure out if a normal life is possible, while also discovering new criminals emerging in Gotham City, is an interesting take.
In the end, the Batman will be what the world needs him to be. The same, I believe, should be said of Bruce Wayne.
A simple universe that is not an easy universe for our heroes. That somehow these lonely people fight for a city they still believe in when everything tells them not to. And I seriously think that kind of show would be successful. It always hurts seeing Harvey being a nice innocent friend to becoming Two-Face, seeing Gordon slowly losing the grip of his family while chasing Holiday, Selina Kyle getting closer to the truth of her past, Alfred doing his best to support the boy he always took care of after the tragedy in Crime Alley. At the end of the season, we would finally see who Holiday was. We would see who won in the end and who that lost.
The promise we made right here, 1 year ago, to take down the Roman. In the end, was it worth it?
Yes, the good guys won. But we won't know for a very long time if it was worth it.
But also, we would have an opening for season 2. Seriously, do you think I would settle for 1 season?
I want more.
Batman Dark Victory is a great sequel to Long Halloween and might be my favorite comic. And spreading it out in a longer format might be the right thing. It takes place right after the events from Long Halloween. A new serial killer is in town killing cops one by one, leaving clues similar to what we saw from Holiday. But this time it's not the mob that are the victims, it's the police force. Our hero struggles as before, but this time things are more difficult. His relationship with Selina is failing. Being sleep deprived and not solving the murders leads to frustration. Batman can't be wrong. He has to be the best for the sake of Gotham. He witnessed a child losing his parents and takes him in as an orphan in a great but lonely mansion. A new DA comes to Gotham after the tragedy of Harvey Dent. Batman takes help from the Riddler to solve the crimes and Gordon gathers a police team to take down the serial killer. And the Holiday Killer still plays a role in this story arc. I would love to give more details about these comics, but in case you aren't familiar with them, then the last thing I want is to spoil them for you. Dark Victory is such a deep and rich story as Long Halloween and can take place in a large number of episodes. We would have enough time to learn more about the villains, Gordon's struggles, and Bruce opening up to Dick Grayson, who would be the solution to Batman's struggles in this season. He wouldn't be alone anymore on his missions now when he got Robin on his side. We could open up room for other villains that are outside the comics, like Clayface, Bane, or Black Mask, who might slowly try to make his big entrance after the events with the previous mob families. If you like the idea of this show or got something that you find better, then please share it in the comments. Some want a light and action-packed series, while others might want something bigger that involves the Justice League or something else. But I just want this. Batman, Gotham, a simple universe with compelling stories. And this is what this channel is about, just Batman topics. Sure, I like Marvel and Justice League, but overall this channel focuses on Batman, and if you love Batman and want to see more, please hit subscribe and let me know if there's a specific topic I should explore with this channel. Thank you for watching.